What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming live and direct from the Herb Move. I'm not in the Herb. Why I keep saying I'm getting it mixed up with the Herbal Build, the Herb Kitchen, and the Herb Basement? Let me get back to this. Let me get back to the bread and butter. Hold on for a second. What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming live and direct from your mama's basement. I ain't said it right. I ain't said it so long, but I'm coming from your mama's basement. Anyway, the Lakers played the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. We just won 3 in a row. Right now I'm looking at the Lakers roster, man. I mean, golly, Reeves knocked down the game-winning shot, and now, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually going to be hit with the protocol, out for that health situation. What for? I can't say the thing, what I'm saying, but I'm looking right now. I'm just going to read this article real quick. It said, this season, NBA is taking things to a whole new level when it comes to precautionary measures to keep players safe. Right now, the Lakers seem to be getting hit hard by the situation. 19 outbreaks, and even though Russell Westbrook was fortunate enough to test out of this protocol, other players were not so lucky. Despite the information that was circling around on Thursday, it appears that Malik Monk, I see what's going on. Malik Monk wasn't there, will not be returning sooner than many think. Monk will remain in NBA health and safety protocol, according to Lakers reporter Mike Trudell. The other 4 players that are now currently in these protocols, wow. It's like the NFL, man. I mean, NFL was my Washington team got like 21 guys out. But it got Dwight Howard. I was wondering why Dwight Howard didn't play, because I didn't do the somebody actually told me on Twitter that he was out because of this situation. And I was like, why ain't Dwight Howard playing? And I didn't see hardly nobody. I said, okay. I was wondering why the squad was out there when we played who was it we played? I forgot who we played. Anyway. Well, goddamn, it just shot the 3 of the team. What was it? Oh, yeah, Dallas. Golly. But I was wondering why why a lot of players went on the game and why Austin Reeves was getting a lot of playing time. And, but I understand now. I mean, had time to sit down and look at this. The Dwight Howard was out. Talon Horton-Tucker's going to be out. A.B. Bradley going to be out. And, and the one that was just announced this morning, Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn, he ain't played yet, though. But good booger. Yesterday it was announced by NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski that Malik Monk has tested out NBA protocol, but there are now new updates ahead of tonight's game. According to Wojnarowski, Monk was cleared to fly from LA to Minnesota to join the team, but has not been cleared to play. Being without Monk for another game should not hurt the Lakers, especially because they have not fallen short of star athletes to put their trust in. Although having Malik Monk out on the court has proven to help LA a lot. They're going to be playing. I see now. Now, this makes sense, because I was wondering, because I just noticed that they signed Isaiah Thomas. And I'm like, man, here it is. Right now, we're ranked number 9 in defense, because the defense was just starting to pick up. But, I think it was ranked like 23rd in offense, which see, a lot of, and you already know, a lot of you already know why we rank that low. It's not so much that we don't have the talent, because we have the talent to score. Because if you go to see these players on teams before they came to LA, a lot of these players were scoring. Like I told you about Malik Monk. Malik Monk was coming off the bench, but Charlotte was just guard heavy over there. They had too many guards, so it was hard to get them into the rotation with a lot of the guards. That's why they had to let a lot of guards go, this offseason. But we have the shooters, man. It's just that ball movement. That's the biggest problem. When you see teams averaging in the top 5, in the top 5 when it comes to like team offense, whatever, or scoring, it's because of good ball movement. That's why Golden State and Miami, all them teams up at top, no, Miami up there, but Golden State and a couple of teams at top is based on the fact they have a lot of good ball movement. Lakers do not have good ball movement because the ball is always in 2 people's hands, and that's LeBron and Westbrook. They hold the ball 90% of the time. The ball doesn't move. Now, like I said before, in certain games that we had won, there was good ball movement. But we played Minnesota tonight, and I'm going to look at this real quick, man. We played Minnesota tonight, and Minnesota coming off a 2-game winning streak. We get to see your favorite player, Patrick Beverley, and then you get to see D'Angelo Russell. But D'Angelo Russell ain't really been playing to himself. I mean, What's down to start that team. Anthony Edwards to start that team. Carvey Towns like the second best player on there, but Anthony Edwards, that boy's a beast. I watched his game. He hit like 10 threes in one game, and man, he dunked on. God dang, who did he dunk on? Shucks, I can't remember, but the boy's a beast. This is going to be a good game tonight, guys. And I'm hoping the Lakers can come away with a victory, but it's not going to be easy. And let me tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, for all you fans who are so biased, who just constantly just point the finger at Westbrook and do not see nothing about Anthony Davis, this is a test of strength right here. Anthony Davis is playing against Karl Anthony Towns. two finesse type players. But I think Carvey Town, for some odd reason, play a little bit more physical in the paint. I'm just keeping it real. I watched this game. I think he played a little bit more physical in the paint. But both of them are finesse players. But Carvey Town got, I think, a slight edge over Anthony Davis because he's a little physical. I want to see them match up. This is going to be a good matchup, so I'm going to be tied into this game. I'm going to be watching it. And if Anthony Davis don't have a good game, I'm going to go off, man. Because we've been beating up on Westbrook. Like I tell people like this. And I just had this conversation with DeAndre Page on Twitter. And, he told me I'm biased because, I'm a Westbrook fan, blah, blah, blah. No. I just feel as though at the end of the day, if the Lakers had already, put all their trust in Westbrook to bring him here, then we just had to be patient and let the cards, play as they play, because ain't nobody gonna pick up Westbrook. Ain't nobody taking that big contract with his type of game style. It's not gonna happen. We bought it, we invested in him, so now we just got to dig out with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to dig out. So in retrospect to that, I tell people like this: I wouldn't be so hard on Westbrook, but I do be hard on Westbrook too. I'll be hard on LeBron as well, and I'll be hard on Anthony Davis. I'll be hard on Malik Monk. I'll be hard on Austin Reeves. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? If I see certain things in your game or certain things that you're not doing, I'm going to call it out. That's what I do. I'm not a biased fan, and I'm just keeping it real. But in the retrospect of that, at the end of the day, when you see Anthony Davis, like I tell people like this, you see Anthony Davis, if you're going to talk about Westbrook, and about how he filled up the stat sheets, he's stat paddling and all that, let's be honest. What player don't do that? What player does not really do that? You cannot sit here and tell me that there's not a player in this league that's dropping 20, 30 points, does not see opportunity to pass it. If you know that you like 3,000 points away from an opportunity of a lifetime to pass the number 3rd score on the team on an all-time scoring list, you mean to tell me you're not going to try to pass it? So that your grandkids could talk about that? Your great-grandkids could talk about that? Come on, man. But anyway, going back to Westbrook and Anthony Davis. Like I was telling Paige, I said, think about it like this. Westbrook, for example, if he is stat paddling, so is Anthony Davis. Why do I say this? Look at them on their teams. After Westbrook, when Durant left. When Durant left, both of them probably in the same situation. Both of them really didn't have no. Well, Anthony Davis had a couple times, he had a couple good players, but not all the time. But him being a top 5 player, one of the best power forwards in the league at the time, and you barely scraped the surface because you stayed hurt. So you never really had a chance to get your team in the playoff. And then when you do make it to the playoff, it's like first round exit, or when you had DeMarcus Cousins and it was a second round exit. But not too many times. But yet you're going to shame Westbrook. Well, Westbrook got his team, a bunch of journeymen, rookies, and young players into the playoff. Even though they came in at the last round, it was just him and them with Adams. And they didn't have no shooters. And I think they went 42 and 40, and they had no shooters. But he made it to the playoff. He might have got extra the first round, but it was just him. And look at him. Remember, he couldn't even shoot. And this is a shooter's league. And he still got his team into the playoffs. But you look at Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis hadn't done anything. And you gonna talk about, because he won the championship. No, Anthony Davis didn't win the championship. The team of LA won the championship on the arm of LeBron James, pushing Anthony Davis to win that championship. Let's be honest. You can't sit there and talk about Westbrook and talk about he didn't win a championship. That he didn't have nobody. Kevin Durant rolled out on him. Went to Golden State and won a championship. He ain't had nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had nobody. Anthony Davis, he comes to LA, he wins with LeBron. So you cannot sit there and talk about Anthony Davis and not acknowledge that him and Westbrook was like on the same page, as in like not really doing anything further than getting past the first round when it came to their respective teams. So, like I said before, I'm not biased. I love to acknowledge when guys are doing good and when they're doing bad. Do I hate them? Heck no. Do I get mad? Well, when they do bum hit plays, or even when our coach put bad rotation, even when the ref call a bogus foul or don't call a foul. So, as a fan of the game and just watching it, yeah, you will get emotional if you see certain things and certain elements that shouldn't have happened, but it happened. But think about it. I'm just a fan. You just a fan. We all are fans. We're not on the court. You know what I'm saying? So when you're on the court, it's a different thing. We can say all the things we want, but when we're on the court, at the heat of the moment, anything can bound to happen. Half of us probably only play basketball. You know what I'm saying? But we will criticize players that do play basketball. That if we play a 1-on-1, they probably tear us up, dunk all on us, shoot all on us, make us like fools. So, hey, it's all love here, baby. But at the end of the day, we played the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's going to be a good game, but I'm definitely going to be watching that matchup against Anthony Davis and Carvey Town. I want to watch it. And be honest with you, It's going to be a good game because these Minnesota Timberwolves, they got two guys that love playing us. One that used to play with us and one that loved playing us. That's Patrick Beverley and D'Angelo Russell. So D'Angelo Russell might have a good game. He might go off. Who knows? And Patrick Beverley, he gonna probably want to mess with LeBron James. I think, matter of fact, I think Patrick Beverley might be starting too. And he would try to mess with LeBron James. He gonna try to be It's going to be fun. But listen, guys, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. I'll see some of y'all on Twitter. And we'll talk about this game afterwards. With that being said, you know what it is. I'm coming from your mama's basement. I got to get a better intro.